You are doing everything right on paper. You are eating salads. You are running on the treadmill until you are soaked. You are counting every single calorie. You look at the scale, and the number is going down. But when you look in the mirror, something is wrong. Your arms look smaller. Your legs look thinner. But that soft layer of fat around your belly is exactly where it was a month ago. In fact, it looks even more obvious now because everything else has shrunk. You are not getting leaner. You are becoming a smaller, softer version of yourself. This is the skinny fat trap. You are trying to solve a hormonal problem with a calculator. You think this is about calories. Your body thinks this is about survival. In the medical world, this is called sarcopenic obesity. Sarcopenia means muscle loss. Obesity means excess fat. You have a normal weight, but an unhealthy body composition. This distribution of fat is not random. Fat on your hips and thighs is subcutaneous. It is mostly driven by genetics, and it is metabolically safe. But fat deep inside your abdomen is visceral fat. This is an active tissue that acts like an organ, and the driver for this specific fat is stress. We have to talk about cortisol. You need cortisol to wake up and move fast. But you live in a world of chronic, low-level stress. Work, bills, lack of sleep, and excessive cardio keep your cortisol high all day. Research in the journal Psychosomatic Medicine shows that fat cells in your abdomen have a high density of glucocorticoid receptors. These are parking spots for cortisol. When cortisol is high, it binds to these receptors and tells your body to store fat in your midsection. This creates a magnet for energy storage in your belly. Cortisol also messes with insulin. When cortisol is high, it makes your body resistant to insulin. Your cells stop answering the door when insulin knocks. Your body pumps out even more insulin to get the job done. A study in the journal Obesity Research found that the combination of stress and high insulin is the most potent driver of belly fat. The cortisol directs the fat to the belly and the insulin locks it in. This is why your arms and legs are getting smaller. Cortisol is catabolic, which means it breaks things down. If your body thinks it is in a crisis, it sees muscle as a fuel source. It breaks down muscle protein through a process called gluconeogenesis. While cortisol packs fat onto your belly, it strips muscle off your limbs for fuel. This is a redistribution of mass. You are moving energy from your muscle to your visceral fat. The standard advice fails because it pours gasoline on the fire. When you starve yourself and do hours of cardio, your body perceives a famine. This is a massive stressor. A study in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition showed that people in this state lose muscle mass while holding on to fat. Your metabolism slows down because muscle is what burns calories at rest. You end up eating 1,200 calories and still having a belly. Testosterone is also key. It protects your muscle and keeps belly fat low. But cortisol and testosterone have an inverse relationship. If you are stressed and sleep-deprived, your testosterone drops. Research in the Journal of the American Medical Association shows that sleep restriction can lower testosterone by 15% in just 1 week. You lose the hormonal shield that protects your lean tissue. To fix this, we have to flip the switch from survive to thrive. The first step is sleep. This is the foundation. A study from the University of Chicago looked at 2 groups on the same diet. The group that slept 8.5 hours lost mostly fat. It opens the doors on your muscle cells, so food goes there instead of your belly. 3 to 4 days of heavy compound movements like squats and presses is enough. Step 3 is nutrition. You probably need to eat more. If you are crash dieting, your metabolism is shut down. Bring your calories to maintenance to signal abundance. You need high protein. Studies in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition show that protein triggers muscle repair and burns more energy during digestion. Aim for 1 gram of protein per pound of target weight. For carbs, timing is everything. Carbs lower cortisol. Eat them around your workout or at dinner to help with sleep. Avoid liquid sugars that spike insulin too hard, but do not fear potatoes or rice. Finally, manage your lifestyle stress. Walking is the secret weapon. Unlike running, walking lowers cortisol. It is restorative. A 20-minute walk outside calms the nervous system. Visceral fat is an active endocrine organ. According to the journal Endocrinology, it releases inflammatory chemicals that cause more insulin resistance. This is a cycle. You have to heal the hormonal environment with recovery. You cannot spot reduced fat with crunches. Fat storage is regional and dictated by hormones. When you lower systemic stress, your body naturally releases the energy from those abdominal stores. Resistance training should focus on big lifts. A study in the Journal of Applied Physiology shows that multi-joint exercises like squats create a larger hormonal response. They increase protein synthesis across the entire body. You need the biggest bang for your buck. Squatting twice a week does more for your body than curling every day because of the systemic shift it creates. Summary of the protocol. Sleep 7 to 9 hours. Lift heavy 3 times a week. Eat at maintenance with high protein. Walk daily. Manage your light exposure to protect your melatonin. It takes time to reverse this. The scale might go up as you regain muscle, but the mirror will show a tighter waist and broader shoulders. Work with your physiology. Change the signals so your body knows it is safe to build muscle and burn fat. If you want more science-based content without the hype, make sure you subscribe. Take care of your sleep, and I will see you in the next one.